Welcome everybody to Doki Literature Club. So, before we enter into this, whatever the hell this is, I want to make it known. I am aware of what this game is. When this game was popular, I watched, playthroughs and all that, but I never got into the game. That being said, it's gonna be sort of like a new experience for me playing this at first hand. I've never played it at first hand. I don't know what to do, and all that stuff. And quite frankly, I forgot what the premise of the game even is. I understand all the horror elements and all that, but that being said, Doki Literature Club in 2024. Let's get into it. Enter your name. Safer. It's my name, fellas. Y'all know that. Hey, says someone. See an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you've never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after the light, whoa, I can't read. Y'all might have to smack me over the forehead or something. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk unless Sayori catch up to me. I'll take that as panting. Y'all will not hear me pant. My fault. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Quite frankly, I was. That's mean, Safer. I am a mean person. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird and I don't want, then I don't. Fuck. Yo, listen, I'm just not used to reading off of a monitor. Give me a book and I'll read like a professional, but this is it for me. If folks stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Yeah, that's all that I kind of agree with him. Fine, says Sayori. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Oh, trust me, I am an evil feller.
How can you see into my eyes?
Whatever you say, Sayori. Oh, my fault. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Safer, have you decided on a club to join yet? Hell no. A club? Hell no. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true, says Sayori. You told me you want to join the club this year. I did no such thing, Sayori. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. That's kind of mean, man. That's fine. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Am I just like an average weeaboo? Is this it? Is there just something wrong with me? Says Sayori. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. Your happiness is really important to me, Thank you, Sayori. And I know you're happy now, but I died at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. First of all, listen, if I'm gonna become a NEET, I'm gonna be a professional NEET, alright? There's a difference. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. I don't know, I kind of trust my left testicle a little bit more than you, Sayori, no offense. Alright, says Safer. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? I'd never make any promises. If you encounter me someplace somewhere and I make a promise to you, that ain't me. Yes, I guess I'll promise you that. Yes, says Sayori. Why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree individual? More than that, I'm surprised I didn't even let myself relent to her. Sure, I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before we know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yes, sir. Hello, says Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. That is not something to be impressed about. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie, says Sayori. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. It's funny, I've been invited to the literature club once in my life. Being aware of this game, I said hell no. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Literature is I see it as an art form, and it's very strong. You know what I mean? And hell, y'all know, any fans of the channel, I made that video essay on Kafka the other day. I firmly believe that, literature is very, very potent. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the... I can't read in the monitor, man. I'm like genuinely slow. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Alright, see, that's devious. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Alright, see, now you got me interested. Don't make promises you can't keep. My quote is don't make promises at all. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. That's all. The only reason I'm going is for the cupcake. Let's go, says Sayuri. Dude, the music is like my thing, dude. Like, I'll be like throwing it back to my phone. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Hell yeah, dude. I did the same thing. Only if it's a good cupcake, though. I dejectedly... Oh, man, what's wrong with me? I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member, because I'm not a new member. I glanced around the classroom. Welcome to the literature club. Damn, listen to the song. That's the song. My fault. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you, says girl 1. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? I'm actually a transvestite. I'm actually a woman. Actually, I identify as a woman. I don't, by the way, people at home. Every time you hear me say that in like the gaming videos, trolling videos, I'm joking around. Massive respect to like the trans community and all that. Seriously, you brought a boy? Yes. Way to kill the atmosphere. That is insanity. Way to kill the atmosphere, she said. Safer, what a nice surprise, says girl 3. Who the hell is you? Welcome to the club. I stay silent. My dude is like genuinely a neat, apparently. All words escape me in the situations. This club is full of incredibly... I'm not reading that, man. I'm not reading that. What are you looking at? Chill. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, says Safer. Natsuki. That was rude, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. So you recognize the other two then. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayuri. See, that's a good memory because I already forgot that actually. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, clearly. This is Yuri, smartest in the club. Don't say things like that, man. Oh, my fault. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and seems to have a hard time keeping up with folk, like Sayuri and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right, says Monika. It's great to see you again, Safer. Monika smiles sweetly. Okay, we do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Okay. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me gently feels a little... You too, Monika? Come sit down, Safer. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I got the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them, says Natsuki. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Y'all got like tea in class and all that? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki rep tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Why everybody's excited. What, dude? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Dude, that sounds cool, man. That sounds awesome. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate, which were used to make the ears. So cute, says Sayuri. Monika says I had no idea you were so good at blinking. Or blinking? Am I dyslexic? Is this it? I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one, says Natsuki. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monika, and then I follow. It's yummy. On my phone. Sayuri talked with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Are you thanking me? It's not like you were the one who cooked it. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Maybe an anime, sure. Made them for you, Ernie. Ah, here we go. To all my anime fans out there, y'all know what this is. And to y'all that aren't anime fans, it's a personality trait. It's not like I made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Okay, first of all, whoa, brother. That brother is daring. He's just like talking to talk. In other words, he's yapping. Sayuri said, well, maybe. But not for you, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole set tea in this classroom? That's actually a solid point. Never in my life have I ever seen something like that. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri's just trying to impress you. What? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself. I can't read, yo. Y'all gotta like smack me over the forehead. I told y'all once, I'll tell y'all twice. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. But make sure you feel right at home. As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. That's unique. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. They said that about like AF. I can't say that. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Yeah, it's more for like, the nerdy folk. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. It's a lot of, I was about to say, it's a lot of enthusiasm. It's just different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. I think they found each other, man. That's about as simple as it gets. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with this level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Safer, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answering that. Manga. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a weeb. I love my anime, but I've never read like a whole manga ever. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. That is rude. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking of after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. You've lost me. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yeah, that's actually like a great point. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way of her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Very astute, statement. Very astute statement. But I like a lot of things, says Yuri. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. See, this is where we connect right here. You got me there. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once, says Safer. I just really grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. That sounds crazy. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror, says Natsuki. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, Don't You Dare. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are, says Sayuri. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Okay, I'm not cute, says Natsuki. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. But do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, says Natsuki. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your workings, an example for helping Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems to Sayuri. You all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone, says Monika. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Oh wow, that sounded racist, my fault. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Let's do it, says Sayuri. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. I didn't say I was joining the club, by the way. Isn't that right, Safer? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. That is the fact of the matter. I'm still looking forward to the anime club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. What the hell? Calm your eyes, fellas. But I'm sorry. I thought, Safer, get out of here. You all. I'm defenseless against these individuals. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these individuals. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Okay, pause. Hey, you did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. You know what's stupid? Is that I would really just come for the cupcakes. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Safer, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Safer, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yeah, I mean, we are going in the same general direction, are we not? For that, the two of us depart from the club room. I can't read. Depart the club room and make our way home. That whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and then of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day of school in a literature club? Hell no. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. This individual is a freaking hornball. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, of my circumcision, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, let's write a poem, gentlemen. Let's do it. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Something good might happen. Quit playing. Monika's not here. Monika is not here. There's only Sayuri, Natsuki, and Yuri. Check this out, people. You have to choose a word out of all of these to make the poem. If I were to write a poem, the word that I would use out of all of these would be incongruent. I got Yuri. I'm just gonna go by what I would like. I don't care about favorite girl. I'm just doing what I would write. Raindrops I would use. Okay, I keep getting Yuri. Fuck, let's go Vertigo. I keep getting Yuri, gosh damn it. I don't have a favorite girl, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Not as of right now, at least. It's obviously philosophy. Y'all got me. I would go with Fester. I keep getting Yuri, gosh damn it. No offense to Yuri. I would go Shame. I got what? How does that relate to Sayuri? Crimson is my favorite shade of red. Agonizing. Gosh damn it, man. If I were to write a poem, I'm not saying I'm gonna go full dark mode, full goth dude, but I would make some great metaphors. Oh, these are such great words. We got forgiveness and we got atonement. I'd say atonement is the one I'm going with first. Because if I were to use a word from this list, it would be Afterimage. Why do I keep getting Yuri? I would go depression. Dude, what is going on with Sayuri? So far I'm either getting Sayuri or Yuri. I would go hopeless. What? Sayuri, are you good? Sayuri, are you alright? Grief. 100% grief. What is going on with Sayuri, bro? I would go prayer. I'm a very religious individual. I'm getting Sayuri. Let's go. Tragedy. Okay, well, we were getting Yuri, now we're getting Sayori from the looks of it. I would go Misery. What is wrong? What is wrong with Sayori, bro? I would go Analysis. I think Yuri was the one who got most. What's going on, Safer? That's she didn't run away on us. Trust me, I was considering it. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Safer. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. It just might be, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Okay, come on, like he deserves any slack. Whoa, watch your mouth, woman. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it, says Natsuki. Natsuki, you strongly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club. Yo. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature, says Natsuki. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Safer always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy that it's actually distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. What the hell? Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't y'all? I might be a little jealous, says Yuri. How come? You and Safer can become good friends as well. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. It's not that weird. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. There's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it's a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm really sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I don't think you think at all, Sayori. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. He ate that up. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yep, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Okay, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. Hell no, I won't. You lost your mind. I enthusiastically take the book. I watched like a 5-minute summary on YouTube. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. I'm gonna be real with you. If someone lent me a book, or gave me a book to read, I would read it just because it's a gift. You know what I mean? I have to at that point. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages, so she's starting to read it as well. Ah, crap. Oh, the music changed. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper into the book. Sorry. My fault. I was just spacing out. I muttered this sentence and that made her uncomfortable. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? Yep. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. Alright, yeah. I just happened to buy 2 of them. What? How do you happen to buy 2 of them? There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri hasn't told me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. Right, I was about to say, just look at the back. Portraits of Markov. It's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front of the cover. That's how you know it's going to be a good book. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. Is it schizophrenia? Is that what she's dealing with? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. The dark turn came from nowhere. Starts laughing. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Safer? No, I'm fine with it. No, it's not that. I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a stranger perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Yeah, making great points here. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villainous plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Yeah, no, she was speaking. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I'd kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Safer's like a Rizzler, man. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started with reading it, huh? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. You sure? You seemed a little bit apprehensive. I'm sorry, she says. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. Yeah, it's like Bro, I can't take any like game seriously, bro. Like it's always something. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over the shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, but maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. What? Sorry. I was just, what? Why? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I didn't even notice the like. See what I mean? Like this character, he's very I don't know, he scrutinizes a lot. Fuck. I can't talk today. I don't really mean to. Sorry. This should work, right? I slide on my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each learn a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Damn. They gave us like special art and shit. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. That's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Pause. You just turn the page. Sorry. I think I gotta be distracted for a second. Yeah, bro, my dude was tweaking like me. I glance over at Yuri's face again and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Minecraft villager noises. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Yeah, I'm actually illiterate. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, man. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. It seems we have been synchronized. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Alright, man, see, we don't need that. We don't need all that. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it in her own tongue. Yep. Yo, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Like, they're kind of like gay and shit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid that she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. My character is very eloquent. Like, I've like, not to stroke the dude's bone or anything, but like, he's genuinely like a smart feller. I see. You remain silent for a moment, but safer. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. What? It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I mean it in a bad way or anything. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant this. It's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Alright, everyone, says Monica. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spread from finishing. Spread. What am I thinking about, like PB&J, bro? Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow! Alright, I guess I'll do some reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. it'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Gosh damn, already getting homework. Alright. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Of course I did. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait, says Sayori. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Then that's how you know it looks messy. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Yo, out of topic, but my handwriting is absolute dog shit. I speak in that Minecraft enchantment table handwriting, Egyptian hieroglyphics, brother, but like I can't even read my own handwriting. That being said, Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Reluctantly, of course. Who should I show my poem to first? You guys are gonna kill me, cause I don't know who to choose. Alright, well, we already spent some time with Yuri, so like we can chill. This is my song right here. What a tough decision. Let's go Sayori, man. Why not? I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori for seats, canonically accurate. She's my good friend after all. Absolutely. What's going on, Sayori? This is a good poem, Safer. Thank you. Are you sure it's your first time? Pause. But yes, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't take it too seriously. I'm a literary genius, guys. My character, not me. My character is a literary genius. He's like a legend like that. Or that you would write one at all. Wow. I'm really happy you just wrote one. It just reminds you how you're really part of the club now. Okay. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yeah, that's a solid point. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. That is a lie, woman. Trying new things like this for other folk, that's something that only really good people do. It's what responsible people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her now. Yep. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. I'm going to hold you to that, I guess. Yeah, now you'll read my poem too, right? Yeah, let's read it. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Alright, let's read it. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. That's a bar. I don't even like a rap. I listen to alternative rock. Kissing my forehead, help me get out of bed, show me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. You asking me to come out and play? Or you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Wait, hold on. Let me analyze this properly. Okay, so I'm trying to analyze it. It took me a bit. I was trying to check out like this, like the syllables, see if, you know, everything was connected in some way. Not that I'm aware of as of right now. You know, just when it comes to the meaning, I don't know. The only line that really sticks with me is, if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. You know, it's just relatable, I guess. Good poem though. It's calm. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. What do you mean just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Bruh. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Hey, it doesn't matter. It's due today. Like it wasn't like due last night. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nicer. How should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Yummy. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast and get all cranky. There's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Sure. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, next person. Let's go. We either have Natsuki or Monica. Let's go Natsuki. Let's just go down. Let's go down. Safer, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect me to believe, that you actually put effort into this? What? You think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Oh, damn. He threw. Oh my gosh. Painful to think about? Fine. Yeah, that was cold. He ate that up. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. That is disgusting. That is a nasty way to look at it. Fair enough. To each your own, I guess. What? What? This character is using the lines that I use, man. Anyways, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Yeah, I probably will. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it. Damn. Say for analysis real quick. Give me like 5 minutes. Okay, I mean, it's a solid poem, right? It's a solid poem. It has a little bit of synchronization with, like, you know, the syllables, and, like, you know, there's the title connection as well. And it has a calm message, you know, it's a very calm thing. It's a very calm thing. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. It wasn't bad. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. You're so convinced that I wouldn't like it. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. He ate that up. This guy's a genius. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Yeah, so see, that's what I mean with, like, the syllables. Like, you know, that was a little bit of wordplay, but, like, I don't know. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. You're a dumb man. I'm sorry, Nazi. I'm glad you learned something. I ain't learned dog shit from you. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I'm gonna care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, let's go Monaco. I say, friend. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Cypher. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica the poem. Great job. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it, right? Because I got bars in me. I got bars. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Fun fact, safer intervention here. The only way you can go for an uppercut is if you're below the person. Actually, no. That's not factual, but y'all get the idea. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair, but it's smart. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Apparently. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. I'm a genius like that. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I get comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Yeah, bring it on. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Well, let's read it then. Every poem has their unique soundtrack. And like it overlaps with the background noise too. Okay, the background noise, the background song. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me, see? The direction sparkles protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretched forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. This is very... Now, I'm not a professional poet, like poet analysis. I'm giving my personal opinion on it. Like, I'm sure, like, for example, like, things like this. It was too deep. First of all, pause. Second of all, it's something like, you know, you can derive your own meaning from this, but like, whatever it is, how it ties into the poem, it doesn't leave much room for interpretation. So it's like a little bit contradicting. Like, so it's like, it's a little bit of a selfish poem, and you know, I'm wrong with that. I think there's always value in every type of poem, no matter what type of poem it is. That being said, it's a good poem. I like it. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. That right? See, even this fella realizes it. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. Well, I guess you could say I have some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yep, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I don't like your advice, Monica, but it works. I mean, it's solid. And then the last one, Yuri. As Yuri reads the poems, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Right. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? None at all. None at all. Your use of emergent metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time. Huh? Stares at me blankly, then looks at the poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style more deliberate. That's actually very interesting. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely long, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together. It's probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Sort of. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Certainly. Biased. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Probably all of them at once. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri talks too much. No offense, but like, she talks too much. And the only offense I find in is the fact that I have to read all of that. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny, but after all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh gosh, what is this? Well, ghost under the light. The tendrils of my lair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. This one got me thinking. This one is something. I don't know why, but it's making me think of like Red Dead Redemption 2. Sort of how like the gang is trying to fight, like, you know, the progression of time and all that, but it has a great ending. I flicker back. That's solid. That's probably my favorite one. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. If your handwriting is terrible, then I'm fucking cooked. I'm cooked. I was thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. I was analyzing it. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. I'm not reading an essay, I'll tell you that. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I'm going to write something a little bit more mild. So this individual basically just held back. Something easy to digest, I suppose. And it was. It's simple. You know, there's always, are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Safer. Why is my heart Safer over here? Like, why is my in-game Safer being like a dumbass right now when he's like usually smart as all shit? Really? I must have totally missed the point. You did. You nasty son of a bitch. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more. Oh my Lord, have mercy. If I have to read, I'm about to end the episode, y'all. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering her last remaining place to comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. In the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Saver. Thank you, but that's pretty direct. Me too. Phew, we got done with that shit. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I would whoop everybody's ass. That's just me being confident as all dog shit. Sometimes I'd get my ass whooped and sent back to like where I came from. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective. Yeah, dude, the yin and the yang, bro. They're just like fighting, bro. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each other's expressions change, and Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Ugh. Did you say something? Oh, no, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem onto the desk with one hand. That is insane. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language. I was trying to say something nice. Really, the yin and the yang here, and like, you know, we really develop the insights of all of them, or both of them. So like we understand both of them. So it's goofy as all hell. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? That's a crazy accusation. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Wow. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Gosh damn, it doesn't work like that, Natsuki. It doesn't work like that. Which people did, by the way. So I really liked it, and Safer did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the effort, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style, so I actually know what I'm doing. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. That is insanity. What the fuck is going on, bro? And Sefer liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Why'd the music stop? Why'd the music stop? Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member here. Oh my lord, have mercy. What is this music? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Sefer appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. That is insanity. Which, to be fair, we kind of did. Like, Natsuki was like, this shit is garbage. Learn to write better. I'm like, all right. And now you know he didn't appreciate my advice more. Uh-oh. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would literally go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, shit. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... Whoa. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Sefer started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... It doesn't involve you. Dude, we are accusing individual of using certain things here. Dude, I might have to start like using pads myself actually. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. What is going on, folk? Sefer. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. Whoa. What the hell are y'all talking about? Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Sefer. Wait, chill out. That's not... Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. It's sad because like they don't understand the value in the opposite, you know what I mean? And it's something like, not to get political with it, but like nowadays over here in the US, like when you look at it, like politics is having that same issue, like where they aren't valuing the opposition. They aren't valuing, like, you know, I'm not gonna get into all that, but y'all get the idea. Avoiding them is not only necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Sefer? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? The best way I would explain it to them is like this. There isn't one supreme way of writing. Writing is simply that. You know what I mean? It's what makes writing meaningful isn't the language used. And I know that sort of, it sounds like I'm going towards Natsuki's side, but I'm not. I'm just saying that it doesn't matter, like, you know, like how you decide to express a message, as long as like the message is like, you know, it's meaningful, it's impactful. And I don't know, man. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. I ain't agreeing with either of them. To hell with both of them. Sayori, help me. I ain't agreeing with either of them. Like I told you guys, it's not about like, they're so like fixated on one thing that they like lose the value of the other. Help me, Sayori, please. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything there. Sayori. Sorry, get your ass in here, Sayori. Get me out of this fucking mess. I don't know why they're on me like this. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? he's using some bullshit. Sefer. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject with their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless everyone wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Oh my gosh. She would never. It's your maturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Whoa. Yamete. I don't know how they say it in Japan, in Japipi. No offense to my Japanese folk. I love anime. That was racist. My fault. Stop, says Sayori. Natsuki. Yuri. Damn, what's with the acoustic? You guys are my friends. You guys are my tomodachis. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful folk, and I love them because of their differences. We gotta celebrate our differences. You all ever heard that song? Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? See, she ate that up. Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with it. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. What the fuck? Yeah, come on, Sayori. What the fuck? Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, as whispered to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with folk. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. You know, we ain't all perfect. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. Oh, she might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, alright? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us, so you can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. That, such a genuine person really does make a... I just realized why she wasn't part of the poem, like, target system. Because this dude said that she was out of her league. That's why. I just realized it. Such a genuine person really does make a good person, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave, finally. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Cypher, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So our poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. This man is freaking out here hunting folk. This man's a bounty hunter. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Safer. Ready to walk home? Yup. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. You ate that up. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful folk. You don't hate them, do you? What the hell? The hell? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Cypher, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. In other words, I'm cooked. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Whoa, what? Editor, pull up the picture of the dog with confused face. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Bro. Alright. Yep, let's do this. No, man, let's not do this. I'm calling it an episode. I'm calling it an episode here, people. I'm not reading any more today. That being said, this is the start of a series for the channel. Thank you, fellas, for watching. If you are excited about this new series on the channel, say something in the comments. I don't know, anything. This game is old as all hell, but to me it feels like the first time ever playing it, because it is the first time of me playing it. This is the first time I've ever played the game by myself, with my ideas, with my ideologies. That being said, this is where we call it an episode, because it's a long game and I've been reading too much. Make sure to drop a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Alright, well, I'll hit y'all again soon with the other episode. That being said, thank you guys for watching and stay safe out there.